Good morning, guys. Ian, living in the Philippines, so a beautiful sunny day. I don't know if you can see behind me, blue skies. Let me just slowly turn around. I can't see anything. The sun's in my eyes. I don't know if you can see that too bright. So bright blue skies, sun's out, and yeah, we still have the water in the street. That's not going to change much over the course of the next few days. So at least I'm feeling better now. The sun is shining. The water's not going up. Uh, I don't know if you can see behind me the neighbour there. She's doing some of her plants, repotting some of her plants. So I posted a video this morning about my first experience in a Philippine hospital. So I missed a few things out. So I just wanted to cover them quickly, just so we get that out of the way. So that's what's coming up next. So hang on, guys. I'll just go in, just through the gate here, and I'll tell you a few more things about my experience in the Philippine hospital. Catch you in a second. So we are back on the front patio of the house. So, hospital. I think I forgot to mention what did I actually go in for? What did they find? And I didn't say, how was the treatment and the doctors and everything compared to others. So as you might have seen on the video, so I got quite ill in the evening, and that's the neighbour there. She's stopped doing her plants and now talking to her. Anyway, so I started shaking and I had a headache, and I did mention also it's very, very similar to something that happened to me in Mexico. In Mexico, I had a allergic reaction to some medication that I was given. So, I was trying to think, what's God. She should be finished in a minute. I was trying to think if I'd ate anything bad or whatever. So I went to the hospital. They thought I was at first having a heart attack. That's why they done the ECG and took all blood off me, checking my heart and stuff, and also chest X-ray and they told me I had a blood infection, but they didn't say what. And because they took all these different, they took blood and checked all the different, they couldn't really say what was wrong with me. But he did also. Well, I said to him, well, I did actually got bitten from something here on my arm that night. And he says, well, it might have been. That's why they also checked for the dengue fever, the mosquitoes. But they said it wasn't that. So it was either something that I ate, but I ate the same as everybody else, or something that must have bit me or something. I'm still not sure. But anyway, the medication that they give me, it worked straight away. As soon as they pumped that stuff in my hand, all my shaking and so I had also trouble breathing, so that was okay. So yeah, whatever. She's having fun on her phone. So I think that's it. Yes. So yes. So part of living here in the street with the neighbours. If it's not that, then it's the dogs, the chickens, or the tricycles, or it's all part of it. So where was I? Yes. So whatever they put in me, well, it was on that list that I shown on my last video. I think it's the cortisone. that they shot into me, that must have calmed my body down. Oh, plus I had high temperature and high blood pressure. So my body, so it was like a virus. So in my body, and my body was trying to fight against it. That's what all that shaking is. So anyway, they sorted it all out. So the doctors and the nurses, all very friendly, as the same in the UK, and my experiences in the UK and Germany. Again, I can tell you, China. Oh, um, in the end, I ended up going to international hospitals in Shanghai, where they have it's like a proper hospital, like in Europe. So you have a waiting room, you have your own treatment room, and all the doctors and nurses are quite good. But if you go to a local hospital, um, it's like when they give you an injection. They, the doctors there treat a person. It's hard to. It's not like a person. It's as if they have no feelings. Here and there, they go. So, Mr. Walter, or can I call you Ian? Yeah, no problem. So we're just going to inject you now here. So you can either look or look away, and then we'll let you know. And then you breathe in, and things like they tell you what's coming and what they're doing. In China, you'll be sitting there just go, yeah, those ones. So my fingers are here. So I mean, I've had finger injuries before. So what they do is they inject you here, and then in here. Oh, that's the worst thing from everything when they put the injection in there. So that numbs the whole of the finger. Well, so I knew sort of what was coming here, but then he called me and quickly stuck one in there, whoa, and then whoa. And then normally they wait till your finger gets numb or something. Yeah. So he did go away. He come back, and then he started doing this with it, and then pulling it and pulling the skin, and I'm going. He didn't even look at me, as if not like in Germany. I said, "Oh, does that still hurt?" Said, yes. Well, we'll just give it another 10 minutes then before it. Not in China. It's oh dear. Yeah, and of course, if you're in one of the provincial public hospitals, they don't talk English anyway, so they're not going to come up to you and like be nice to you and talk you through everything. So yes, that was okay. So they put me on the bed there. They asked me questions, and then they told me what they're going to do. So we're going to put this in your hand, and then we've got this. We'll put that in there. I mean, I couldn't really pay attention anyway, because I was a bit. And but anyway, they were explaining. They were also being very careful, and all being all nice and gentle and caring. So yes, that's so what I had, what they told me I had, how the nurses and doctors are, very friendly, always coming to me, asking me how I am, and what they want to do, and everything. So yeah. What else was there? The hospital's clean. I think I mentioned that on the video. It is one of the most modern ones in the town here. I think there's 4 altogether. I do have another subscriber. He lives just a couple of towns down from here. Anyway, 20 minutes, 25 minutes. If I got this right, his name's Larry Dolan. His sister-in-law, so his wife's sister, works in the Apalik Doctors Hospital, which is just down outside the centre of the town, which is probably where I'll go next time, because Larry always says it's a lot cheaper. So I paid 17,900 and something for the 3 hours that I was there. He paid 20,000, and that was for all his treatment, and he stopped overnight. So if I have to go to hospital again, I'll probably go there next time. Yeah. So yeah, the hospital was nice and clean. Also, when I went with my wife to her uncle, I'd done a video before about her uncle in a hospital here. So that was one of the older ones, but that was still, it's not as good as the German ones. Maybe a bit slightly not as good as the UK ones, but still a lot better than the Chinese ones. If you go to the province hospitals, I was shocked when I actually went into the Chinese one. There was just one thing before we when they, because they bandaged these fingers up. I got them stuck in the machine, and so I had to go back the next day and get the bandages redone. So you go in there, and then you're sitting with all the people there, and then they call you in to a room. So the door's open; it's not closed. And then when you're sitting there, all these people are coming in. They're watching. They're going, oh, look, a big nosed guy. Oh, look, what's happened? What was he? And so I was sitting there with they placed my hand over a plastic bin. I mean, it had a plastic bag in it. And it's full of all the bloody bandages and stuff from the people that was before me. And they've got my hand hovering over that. Well, the doctor that was there, he needed some instruments from the sterile instruments from the table, so he couldn't reach it. So there was a cleaning woman. I think she was cleaning. She had her rubber gloves up to here, a mask on, and then she had a mop in her hand, and she was cleaning the floor. So I take it was a cleaning. So he asked her then to pass him then these instruments. And I'm going, what? I mean, she's been cleaning around with her rubber gloves, and then she gives him these sterile instruments then to treat, right? And I thought, oh my God, no. And then they are so bad at doing bandaging. I was in the military for 7 years, so I learned first aid in the military. And so I know how to bandage, different, your arm, your head, or whatever. And it was crazy. So I ended up not going back to that hospital again and went to a very expensive international hospital in Shanghai. And I went there. They took the bandages up. They go, who done this? And I said, well, the doctor in the hospital in where I live. And he goes, oh my God. He says, yeah, that's typical province doctors. And he says, well, there's not much really we can do on it now because they'd already sewed it up. And they says, just hope it doesn't go black. If it goes black, they'd have to cut it off. But and that was why I was telling you about my health insurance. They were moaning because I left them the normal hospital and went into an international hospital. They didn't like that. It's a lot more expensive. But I explained the situation, and I got my money back in the end anyway. So, yeah. So, cleanliness, top. The doctors and nurses, very friendly. They've done their job. I'm healthy again. Would I go back there again? Yeah, well, not unless it's a real emergency, because the hospital is like 5 minutes from here. I'll probably go to one of the other ones. I've been to one where, as my wife's uncle was. It was okay. You had a room with toilet, shower. You got meals. The meals were good. So I mean, you don't have to stop in a 5-star hotel. Not like some guys that we know, expats. They only want the best because they think if they don't get the best, then they won't survive. Well, over here, even if you do get the best, you still don't survive. Something that I've seen a lot here. Many people have paid a lot of money and they end up not going home, but going to the cemetery. So God, I don't think I've left anything out this time. So that was just about my experience. So yes, it was good. Nothing negative. The only thing that I say yesterday was they didn't ask me if I had health insurance. I'm not sure if they asked my wife or not because she was out at the death, so I was in the area where they were treating, in the treatment area. So money, they didn't ask if you had money or not because that would have been a problem. Well, it was actually because we didn't have that much on us at that time, so my wife had to go home or come home, get some money that we have in the cash box here, and then go back to the hospital again and buy me out of the hospital. So, yeah, again, this was just like my experience that other people might have to also experience if they went to hospital, or those who already have been, they'll know this already. It won't be much different to what I explained. So if you need any more information or anything about the hospital through my experience, just write in the comments below. I hope I don't have to go to hospital again. See, if my wife takes care of me. Yeah, she does. She does. She's good. Also with the tablets, she made sure that I took all my tablets. I've got another one to take tomorrow morning, and then I'm done. So that's the tablets finished. But I feel now, I feel really good. No, so okay. So I'll leave it at that, guys. Like I said, if there's anything else you want to know, ask me down in the comments. I'll see you guys then on my next video. So, Kuya Ian, living in the Philippines, on his front porch of the house. I'll be going now into my office. I'll see you on my next video. So until then, guys, it's goodbye. Take care, everybody, and have a good week.